What's up, guys? Happy Halloween. It's Russo with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and we've got an 8-game NBA slate tonight. Should be a lot of fun. We've got Flex Friday, which isn't as cool as it used to be. They're giving us boosts instead of the protected play. I think it's lame. But we're going to cover 4 plays on PrizePicks for this NBA slate, and we're also going to cover a 4-man ladders entry, which if you haven't tried ladders, that's where it's at now. I'll explain that in a minute. We'll go over all the plays. But I also wanted to ask you guys. I dropped a poll on the channel about that when I drop my NFL videos for the Sunday slate in particular. I have so much fun on Sundays. Just being able to get that many options for NFL plays is just something I think we need to capitalize on more. And so I've been kind of wanting to put the videos out maybe Friday night, get that early value before everyone rushes in and takes a bunch of plays and then the lines get bumped and whatnot. I usually do a 6-man. So it's been kind of 50-50. Some of you said you like Friday. Some of you said you like Saturday. I think I'm going to be leaning towards aiming for Friday nights. That way the people on Saturday can still get it, but the people that want it on Friday get it as well. So let me know in the comments if you have more to say about that. But I'm thinking I'm going to try to always hit it Friday night for the NFL slate, make a nice big video, at least 6 picks. We'll go crazy with ladders and whatnot. So if you have any feedback for me on that, let me know down below. Yeah, so also it's Halloween. So today is the last day of our Discord discount. So use code FALL, last day to do it. Sign up, you get 75% off your first month. Now you sign up through Patreon, throw in that code FALL, and then 75% off. If it doesn't link you directly to the Discord, I also attached the server. You just click the server down below as well. So come join us. We're having a blast with NBA, NFL. We get into other stuff too in there. And the community is awesome. We've got a lot of heavy hitters. We've got some killer analysts in there as well. It's not just me. We've got guys that are dropping, some heat in there. So if you want to come join us, definitely take advantage of that. And then also do me a favor. Let me know if you're new in there. I don't want to make this too long. I always say that every video, I know, but I like to get to know you guys. So shout us out when you get in there, hop in the chat, let us know you're new so we can kind of like get you worked into the family. You know what I mean? So let's talk about the plays. Going to be going Zion Williamson for PrizePicks. Zion Williamson over 33.5 PRA. Going to go Yusuf Nurkic in a revenge game, sort of. You know, some of these vets, when they've been passed around so much, it's like every day is a revenge game. But Yusuf, I think that this is a little bit of a revenge narrative, and he's playing behind Walker Kessler, so his rebounds are set nice and low at 6, so we're going to take that for more. I'm going to go Mikal Bridges over 7.5 rebounds and assists, and then we're going back to our boy Onyeka Okongwu. I know how to say his name, it's just hard to say it fast, but Onyeka Okongwu over 9.5 rebounds. I love this play. And then let's talk about the ladders slip. All right, so if you're unfamiliar with ladders, I always explain it as compared to PrizePicks, it's like you get your goblin, you get your regular line, and you get your demon play, which is, demon play isn't even a fair comparison because it's way better than PrizePicks demons. So you get essentially, if they hit their first tier, you get 2x. So they get a nice low line there. 26 points for Maxey, Nikhil Alexander-Walker, 13 points, Jalen Brunson, 22 points, Jrue Holiday, 14 points. So 2x for that. They hit their next line, which is like the regular line. It's usually a little bit below what the regular line would be on PrizePicks or so. So Maxey, 30 points. His line set at 29.5, so it's kind of right there. But anyways, 5x if they hit those 4. Now, the real juice is if we have them hit their high line, which isn't even that unreasonable. Maxey to go for 43 points. He's been dropping 40 multiple times this year already. If these guys all hit their top line, it jumps all the way up to 500x. So yeah, do me a favor, try making a demon slip that gets to 500x and see the hoops you have to jump through to get there. Ladders lets you have that opportunity every time on a 4-man. If you make a 5-man, it goes all the way up to 1000x, like regardless of what plays you're taking. It limits it to points only, or like in football, it's receiving yards or passing yards or rushing yards. So it kind of limits you a little bit in that regard. But yeah, we're going all points. So we're going to go Maxey on his points. It's 26, 30, and 43. And then we got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 13, 16, 25. Jalen Brunson, 22, 27, 38. That's not even that hard. Like, Brunson could do that. I mean, yeah, okay. Let's keep going here. I'm excited about that line, though. Jrue Holiday, 14, 17, and 27. So these are all reasonable lines. Very excited about it. I've been obsessed with ladders. Also love streaks. If you haven't tried streaks, I'm going to be dropping my next streaks play in our Discord today. Seems like a good day. Spoiler alert, it's probably going to be Onyeka Okongwu rebounds. But we'll see what I end up dropping in there. But if you haven't signed up for Underdog yet, I'm telling you, this is the platform now. Like, PrizePicks, I was barely hanging on. I still do it because I know that a lot of viewers are on that platform, but when they took away the protected play on Flex Friday, like, it doesn't even feel like Flex Friday anymore. You're going to give me a 40% boost. Yeah, I'm going to tune in for that. Like, they're taking away everything we loved about it. So come join Underdog, much better platform. You play your first 5, you get 100 in bonus funds when you use code BACKDOOR. Some of you have already used the code and you're supporting me, and I appreciate that. And I want you guys to email me, bdfantasysports@gmail.com. Just send me send me some proof of transaction. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just proof of deposit. I want to give you a free month in the Discord. So, and any of you who are thinking about signing up, if you do, hit me at bdfantasysports@gmail.com. I just want to throw something back at you guys, So if you've done it in the past, if you're thinking about it, I want to give you a month in the Discord. So hit me up. All right. Last thing, Chalkboard, another killer platform. Use code BACKDOOR. You get a free pick to help you cash that first slip. And then you also get a 100% deposit match. And they also totally outdo PrizePicks with the discounts, the boosts. Like, that's why it's not that special to get a 40% boost once a week because Chalkboard is dropping stuff like that every day. They have like 10 plus specials every single day, discounts, like all sorts of stuff. And they're kind of like one of the pioneers of the alt lines. So you can get crazy with alt lines, like if you're like me and you like making demon slip type stuff. So go check out Chalkboard, use code BACKDOOR, and they're going to hook you up. And you know what? Same thing. If you guys sign up for Chalkboard, hit me up. I'll give you a free month in the Discord. It's not an incentive. It's a thank you. All right. So last but not least, if you guys don't mind liking the video, and if you're new, make sure you subscribe because I try to communicate a lot, even just like posting messages, letting you guys know when I'm going to be hopping on. And let's get into it here. So got kind of a lot to cover because we've got essentially like 8 different plays, and there is like a bonus play at the end here I want to share with you guys. Oh yeah, we're also going to go over bonus plays at the end. We're going to jump into the DFS optimizer from Daily Grind, and I'm just going to show you guys what the optimizer is liking. I'll do it for PrizePicks and Underdog, so it's going to be kind of a long video, so y'all just chill. I got chapters for you so you can bounce around if you want. All right, first play up, we're going to go Zion Williamson here. Now we're already looking at the head-to-head. 44 last time he matched up. He's still kind of getting things rolling, but he did match up well against the Clippers last year. On 32 minutes, he put up 22 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists. What a game. Like shooting solid, 62% from the field. Didn't take any three-pointer attempts. He's got that in his bag a little bit, but he hasn't been really flexing it for a minute now. The matchup specifically, I believe he's a power forward here. So tough matchup. Second in points allowed, third in rebounds allowed, and 12th in assists allowed. And let's look at what he's been doing so far. So he's had a couple good games in 2025 already. He went for 41 against Memphis, which we kind of expect because that's a killer matchup for power forwards or small forwards. We usually kind of target that a little bit. And then against the Spurs, 27 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, and they're ranked number 1 against that position, so that's solid. And then against Denver, didn't really do much, had kind of like a poor outing. Let's look at the minutes there. Had to be a little bit lower, 26 minutes. Yeah, just wasn't very active, only 8 attempts, kind of a down day. So yeah, we're a couple days removed from that, and now he's got like a situation here against the Clippers, which he has a history of doing well against. Let's look at this note from Outlier. This is beautiful. So 33.5 PRA is what we're taking. In 6 straight games versus bottom 10 defenses, he's cleared that. He's averaged 42.2 in these matchups. So bottom 10 defenses for assists allowed. And we know overall they're 22nd in assists allowed. So we got that matchup indicator. Now let's go down here and take a look at what some power forwards have been able to do. The history here. So Draymond Green, he just barely missed his line. He's not really someone who's going to like run up, his stats that much every now and again, but he's kind of just, we know his role at this point in his career. Quentin Post got it done. His line was set at 9.5 and he did double it. He went for 20. Jonathan Kuminga, he fell short, went for 15 when his line was at 24.5. If we go down here though, we got Oso Iguodaro, I believe is how you say it, for the Suns. I should know how to say that. His line was set at 10.5 PRA, and he went for 16. Got Lauri Markkanen, went for 31, and then Taylor Hendricks beat his line of 10.5, going for 19. So good history of players at that position being able to thrive in this matchup against the Clippers. And then we see Zion has done great. Ironically, when they're bottom 10 for assists allowed. This is why Outlier is so awesome. Like, how are you going to just randomly be looking at stats and doing some research and seeing something like that? Outlier's always hitting you with these notes that you're like, oh, dude, that's awesome. Like, I would have never caught that. And by the way, you guys can try this out for free. There's a link below. Give it a week. I know you'll love it. All right, so let's move on here. Now we got Jusuf Nurkic. Jusuf Nurkic rebounds. You guys remember from last year, we were just like, we were cashing a lot with this because this is a dude who has, with the Suns, when he played for the Suns, he put up like 32 rebounds in one game. I'm pretty sure. I don't have that wrong. I know it was at least 30. Now he has his first revenge game back was on the 27th, just like a few days ago, and he went for 13. He's not even playing that many minutes. He had 22 opportunities at rebounds. So they've got this indicator here, rebound chances. He averages 14.5, but it's a little, inflated from these two big games. When you match up against Sacramento, there was a bunch. And then against Phoenix, there was 22 opportunities and he pulled down, 13 of those. So, and that was on 17 minutes. So we already have a recent sample size of what the dynamic of this game looked like and how many opportunities he was getting and what he was able to do with that. So if he just gets his normal minutes around that 16, 17 minute mark, we should be good to go for him to get over 6. This line opened at 5.5. It's already up to 6 because I think a bunch of people are jumping on it, but I still love it at 6. I think it's a discount. And then it might be worth looking at a demon play, honestly, if they give us that option at some point. So we look at the history here, centers against the Suns, a lot of green here, a lot of guys exceeding their lines. There's Jusuf Nurkic right there, 5.5 was what his line was set at last time. He went for 13. Kyle Filipowski, his line was 5.5. He cashed 6. Walker Kessler in that same game, his line was set at 10.5. He went for 11. And then Jokic put up 14 when his line was 11.5. So yeah, mostly green, mostly success, beating their lines in this position. And it's not necessarily because like Mark Williams is bad at rebounding or something like that. I think it's just like the volume of these types of matchups. If we look at this over under 237.5, so kind of a high over under, and then it's a close spread here, 2.5 favoring Phoenix, playing in Phoenix. So yeah, higher volume, more action, more shot attempts, more opportunities for rebounds is the way we're looking at that. All right, Mikal Bridges. So we got two things to cover. Oh no, we don't. We just have the rebounds and assists here. I also like his points. I wish that this was on ladders, but I went Jalen Brunson because I like where his lines were set at. But I do think this is a great matchup points wise for Mikal as well. But the 7.5 rebounds and assists, I'm all over it. So if we look at 2025. He's done it every single game so far. His lowest outing was against Boston. He had 6 rebounds, 2 assists, still cashed it. Most recently against Milwaukee, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. That's so awesome. I miss Mikal. I was so upset that the Suns, like that's my team. We traded him away and just a bunch of picks and all this stuff to go get Kevin Durant just to trade him later. Anyways, I like Mikal. I think he's very talented, and his minutes have been kind of steadily increasing here. He's already started off getting solid minutes at 33, but it's just been like a steady upward trend here. That game didn't even go to overtime. Okay, so yeah, he put up almost 40 minutes, and we know that he's a very durable player. The dude like virtually never misses. I don't know if he still has his streak going, but the dude doesn't miss. He's just always healthy, very athletic, great defender. I'll chill on Glazin here, but last thing I'll say is he was the runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year. So this dude is getting in there, getting after the boards, and being a pretty solid facilitator here. If we look at, he's technically a small forward, but he's going to be playing the 2 most likely. If we take a look here, we got the lineup, Brunson, point guard, and then they actually have Mikal playing the 2 and Anunoby playing the 3. That might change a little bit if Towns ends up not playing, but I think he's probable now. So probable usually means like, yeah, they're going to play. So yeah, the history here against the shooting guard, rebounds and assists have been like somewhat decent. I mean, like the guys have been just under their line, but a lot of these guys have been capitalizing with points in these same games. The only one to cash this was Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He went for 6 when his line was at 5.5. That doesn't always mean that it was the matchup. It could be that this position was so exploitable scoring wise that they weren't actually passing as much and they weren't needing to get like second chance points and grabbing boards and whatnot. So yeah, if you guys are interested in the points, let me just show you that real quick. Dude's been playing pretty solid. Last 2 games been popping off a little bit more points wise. But if you look at the shooting guard position, once again, we got a lot of green. Zach LaVine went for 30, Malik Monk 15. These guys are all beating their lines at that position. So if you want to take a look at that, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, he went for 17 when his line was at 12.5. So that's another option for you. We're going to look at the matchup, then we're going to move on here. I'll just show you the points as well. So overall, they're on paper pretty tight on defense. Chicago, which is kind of surprising, is the opposite of what they were last year. That's why we love targeting them, but it still seems like these scores are running up. And that's kind of what we're looking for is high scoring games. It just means more action, more volume. This is not as high as I would expect, actually. 233.5, still decent. And it's weird because I would think of New York more as the defense, but they do have Josh Giddey, getting more and more comfortable in his role, kind of becoming the face of that franchise to a degree. And Bulls are started off hot 4-0. But yeah, let's go back here. Last thing for Mikal, matchup wise. So they're ranked 6th. If we look at point guards, they're ranked 1st in points allowed. And then it softens up a little bit at 12th in points allowed to shooting guards. Let's look for the soft spot. The center position. Okay, so centers are eating. Another thing I love about Outlier, you can just kind of work your way through these positional matchups and be like, there's the soft spot, 30th in points allowed to the center position. If you guys wanted to take a look at that, let's go to the centers. And yeah, Sabonis, Okongwu, Porzingis, these guys are all beating their lines. Porzingis' line was at 16.5, went for 27, so that's a soft matchup. All right, so Onyeka Okongwu, you can see this is the head-to-head. He's been steadily improving with each matchup. He went for 11, 13, and 16 in his last 3 games last year. Been starting off relatively solid. The first couple games wasn't really getting anything going, even though the minutes were there. Let's look at the rebound chances. So yeah, wasn't getting as many chances in that as well, but the efficiency really went up starting with Oklahoma City. So he's got 3 straight games of cashing this for 10 rebounds or more. 12 against Oklahoma City, 10 against Chicago, and then against Brooklyn, he put up 14. He's got a great matchup here against Indiana, 26th in rebounds allowed to the center position. Now that they've got Kristaps Porzingis, we know that Porzingis can pop off, solid player, a little bit injury prone, but also he's not a heavy minutes guy. He never really has been. And so Onyeka is a little bit of a smaller center who is still physical, bigger than he looks, plays bigger than he looks, but he can go the distance with the extended minutes. When you go a little bit, like play small ball a little bit more, you can, increase your pace a little bit. We know Porzingis can't really play that style of ball, although Porzingis is a solid defender. But if we look at what centers have been able to do here, rebounds wise, you got Naz Reid. His line was at 5.5. He went for 10. Rudy Gobert went for 18 when his line was at 9.5. Everybody except for Jaren Jackson cashed their lines. Jock Landale, 6.5. He goes for 8. Chet Holmgren, who, yeah, he's kind of playing the 4, but still maybe he's still listed as a center, 7.5. He went for 12, and then Hartenstein in the same game. So Hartenstein and Chet combined for 26 rebounds in this soft matchup here. So we're loving it against Indiana. Let's look at this over under, because we kind of expect it to be somewhat high with these two teams. Oh yeah, kind of. I mean, like anything up in the 230s is good, but I would expect this to be one of the higher on the night. 232.5, still decent. Atlanta favored by 2.5, playing in Indiana. Indiana off to an 0-4 start. That's kind of crazy. So yeah, we're feeling good about Onyeka here. I don't think there's too much more to cover. Let's see if we have a note here from Outlier. Okay, so he's exceeded 9.5 rebounds in 5 of his last 6 games versus bottom 10 defenses for rebounds allowed. He's averaging 11.8 in those matchups. So we know that when he has been in these types of matchups, he's capitalized so far in 5 out of his last 6 games. So I think, let's see, I think that wraps it up. Did we cover everybody? We got Onyeka, Mikal, yep, Nurkic. Yeah, so getting into the ladder slip. We'll start with Maxey here. So Maxey, this one's pretty simple. We're just looking at the points. He's been on kind of a burner. Let's see. I have this set. I wanted to just double check. So he's played more games than this. I'll show you this first. So these are the games with Embiid, because I wanted to just kind of like check for, okay, is Embiid starting to be a factor? And it's not. We're realizing it doesn't affect Maxey's output. It affects other guys like VJ and some other role players, but Maxey has got his spot established, which makes sense. It's pretty obvious. But last time he played Boston, he went for 40 points, and Embiid was in that game. Even with a tough matchup, that game did not go to overtime. He played 41.4 minutes. Maxey's like good for 40 minutes a night. Like that's just what he gets. He's averaging 43.5 on the season with Embiid in these games. Just 3.7 fouls, not really getting in foul trouble. That game against Boston, he did a little bit and he still dropped 40 on him. So field goal percentage, 45%, cashing about 10.3 on 23 attempts. 23 attempts is exactly what you want. Like if you're up over 20, that's great when you're looking at a points prop, especially points alone. 3-pointer, dude's been hot, 52%, 9 attempts, cashing 4.7. He's been great for them. It's been unfortunate that Embiid, their Embiid situation is such a bummer when you got Maxey just like smack dab in his prime. You got a guy, in Embiid who, I mean, how many games has he even played in his career? Maybe like 30% of them. I don't know. Anyways, I think Embiid's super talented too. I'm not trying to disrespect. It's just like, man, it's so unfortunate if you're not going to be playing games. So the matchup is tough, but we already saw him do this. They're 8th in points allowed to point guards, but Maxey's a different story. So yeah, for the ladder slip, I think his top line, let's take a look at it one more time. His top line was 43. So he's been knocking on the door multiple times over even like a small sample size. We got like, let's just go back to it real quick. So I think he's good for 26. I think he's good for 30. But if he can get us over that 43, we might be able to have a chance at that 500X here. So we're going to take Embiid out of the equation real quick and just look at 2025. So yeah, 75% of his games, he's gotten 39 points or more. And his worst game was 28 against Charlotte. So we're feeling good about it here. All right, let's move on. Actually, before we do, real quick, I love looking and seeing what other guys have been able to do here. So yeah, Lonzo Ball had a terrible outing. Just 3 points against Boston on the 29th. Wow. Craig Porter beat his line. Let's go down to some bigger names. Miles McBride beat his line, went for 10. Jalen Brunson, 31. That's a little bit better of a comp, His line was at 26.5. He went for 31. And then there's Maxey going for 40 when his line was at 24.5. So that's what we're looking for with ladders. We want like a solid floor. We want to feel good about them cashing even their regular line. The nice thing is you're in the money if these guys cash their low lines, but jumping from 5X to 500X with not unreasonable lines is why I'm obsessed with ladders now. So Jrue Holiday here, trending in the right direction since that game on the 26th against the Clippers. 21 points, 24 points, 27 points. We got a solid matchup here. 24th in points allowed to point guards. 30.8 is what they're allowing on average. The field goal attempts have been pretty consistent, averaging about 14.4 field goal attempts, shooting 51%. Let's look at the past here since we're just going points alone. Jeremiah Fears, he went for 21 when his line was at 9.5. Mike Conley cashed, went for 10 when his line was at 7.5. Steph Curry popped off 42 when his line was at 24.5. So I expect Jrue to be able to be a good candidate for the ladders play. Let's look at double check too. Let's look what his line was at. 14, 17, and 27. So he doesn't even have to have like an earth-shattering performance. His last game, he had 27. And the nice thing about ladders is you don't have to exceed the line. It's not like, I don't believe it's a push. Maybe it is a push if you land right on the line in a points prop, but I think that he's trending in the right direction and he's got a soft matchup. And what's this over under here with Portland? I don't know for sure, but I was kind of wondering if Jrue Holiday started popping off. Was that around the time the Billups stuff came out? Also, I've got like an interesting little theory about this drama with the NBA and sports betting that I'm thinking about making into a short so I can just explain it and see what you guys think. It's like a little bit, I don't hear anybody else talking about this idea, but so 239.5 is our over under. So they're expecting this to be a lot of action, high scoring. You got the Nuggets favored by just 4.5 playing at home. They're not playing at home. The Blazers are. So Drew's playing at home. I want to check one thing. No, I think we're good. I think we covered it all. So let's move on here. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. All right, so his regular line at 15.5, he's cashed it in 4 straight games. We've got no Trae Young tonight, and so they're predicting he's going to be playing point guard because Ricochet is back, Jalen Johnson is back. So yeah, let's see here. So 4 straight games. The head-to-head, I don't believe looks great, but it's also because he was playing with a different team with a totally different role back when he was playing with Minnesota. His highest outing was 8 attempts. He still shot 50%, probably mostly threes. No, he's got some twos in there as well, but yeah, 26 minutes, 23 minutes. It was just like a different dynamic. He's been thriving a lot more with Atlanta here. If we take a look, 14.2 attempts, so almost double what we saw him do in those last, and then 30 minutes a game. So, I mean, kind of just above. It's brought down a little bit because of this 28-minute outing, but yeah, not getting in foul trouble, shooting 41% from the field. Could clean things up a little bit from beyond the arc. 7 attempts, averaging 7 attempts, 2.2 made a game. We know that he can get hot. He's a much better shooter than what his lines are saying right now. Let's look at the matchup. So across the board, relatively soft, 22nd in points allowed. Now he's playing potentially point. So if he's playing point, 41.8 points a game is what Indiana's allowing to point guards. At the 2 spot, it's not much better defensively. 20th is their rank, and then they're 28.5 points a game. Now let's come down here and take a look. So to the shooting guard position, we got a lot of green. Guys aren't necessarily going nuts. This dude, Cedric Coward, that's a bummer of a last name, but maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. His line was at 9.5. He went for 27. We've got Ajay Mitchell, 11.5, 26. So we do see guys exceeding the line to the 2 spot. If he is playing the 1 spot, though, we also have a 75% hit rate on the examples they've given us. D'Angelo Russell beat his line. Javon Small beat his line. 6.5, he went for 16. And then SGA, which you got to kind of take with a grain of salt because this dude, Nickeil is not SGA. But his line was at 32.5 and he popped off for 55. So yeah, that's what we're looking for, being able to hit that low line. We'll take a look real quick. So we got Nickeil at 13, 16, and 25, I believe. Let me make this a little bit bigger so I can see better. Yeah, 25. So yeah, 25 isn't the craziest outing, considering he's been knocking on the door of 20. Now we got no Trae Young and a soft matchup. So maybe we see the most minutes he's got on the season, and maybe he's taking more attempts. There's also a possibility that he's facilitating a little bit more. But yeah, I think it's a great candidate for ladders. All right, last play, and we're gonna get into some bonus plays. Jalen Brunson. Yeah, double check real quick. We got 22, 27, 38. Yeah, that's kind of what he's been doing. Yeah, we got last 3 games, 31, 37, 36. The matchup, I think on paper we talked about is kind of tough. 6th in points allowed, 111.2 overall. And then to point guards, number 1. So 17 points a game. Now, we do know that Jalen Brunson is the type of guy that actually thrives when he's challenged. So I mean, we got Miami. That's really tough against point guards. He goes for 37. Milwaukee ranked 10th. He goes for 36. And then Boston, he went for 31. So that's 3 straight tough matchups to that position. And I don't know what it is about it. Look at the minutes consistency. My gosh. 34.8 is his average. But I mean, like, that's just crazy to me that his lowest minutes was 34.4 and his highest minutes was 35.1. So within a minute of variance there. It's kind of weird. So yeah, let's see. Past point guards have, let's see, it's been tough. Trae Young put up only 21. I don't know what his minutes were and what the situation was with that. Russell Westbrook beat his line, just barely cashed it, 12 when his line was at 11.5. And then we got Anthony Black. So other than Trae Young, well, Cade Cunningham, there's another big name, but it's kind of like you don't totally know. It doesn't seem like Detroit's in their rhythm yet. We haven't seen Cade pop off like he was last year yet. But with Cade, you just never know because he's such a good facilitator. So there's some games where 23 is a decent outing. I wonder what the rest of his stats looked like. But yeah, let's see. I think we covered everything for Jalen. I feel like there was one of these guys that had a note I wanted to check on. Here's one from Mikal. He's exceeded 15.5 points in 4 of his last 5 games on the road. Okay, so playing better on the road. Let's take a look at it. We're going to go road games. Okay, yeah, so he's got a perfect record on the road in 2025 so far of just, not popping off to maybe hit that high tier for us. But you're looking at Orlando, tough. You're looking at Chicago, tough. And Brooklyn, ranked 28, so softer matchup. But we'll see. We're looking for that upside with Trae Young out tonight. Yeah, I know there was another that I was looking at, but I'm not going to spend any more time trying to remember what I wanted to show you guys. So we're on the DFS optimizer now. We're going to go over some bonus plays. I just got to take it off NFL and clear the teams because this is still from Thursday Night Football, which we cashed our ladder slip. I mean, we didn't hit the high tier, but we got 2x our money. We were like really close to hitting that next one. All right, so bonus plays. This is on Underdog. We'll just start with Underdog since it's already up here. If you guys want the optimizer for yourself too, code Backdoor will get you 25% off. You can lock this in for as long as you want. This will put plays on your radar. And it also catches discrepancies when these platforms are slipping and they make a mistake and they, or some like injury news gets updated and they're like, oh my gosh, they're rushing to adjust the lines to correspond with the news about the injury. The optimizer will get it to you like in seconds, and you'll have literally sometimes like 5 minutes. We've had some plays pop up in our Discord that we all jumped on that were so juiced that PrizePicks wouldn't let us play them. Now that's only like, those were like minus 750, minus 800 to go over. And I think it's lame that PrizePicks just refunded all of our slips and was like, hey, there's an error. Like, yeah, no, you're just being lame about it. But anyways, this is killer. Code Backdoor, 25% off, and you can use it for NFL, NBA, whatever you want. Lock it in for as long as you want, and you'll get that 25% off for the rest of the season if you want it. All right, so Underdog, we got the top overs. According to the optimizer right now, they love Maxey's over on the 5.5 rebounds. Like, this is a solid one. 68.52% odds at the over, minus 293. This is a perfect example. This is going to be gone soon. So I'll try to get through this quick so you guys can capitalize on it, but it's probably going to be gone by the time the video drops, but that's why you want the optimizer for yourself. Donovan Mitchell, over 4.5 rebounds, 62%. Jalen Brown, 4.5 rebounds, and these are all overs, so 60% to hit that. We've got Jamal Murray, 2.5 turnovers, just under 57%. Peyton Pritchard, 20.5 points plus assists, 55%. A lot of juice on Underdog right now. Austin Reeves, first quarter points, 6.5, 54%. DeAndre Hunter, points rebounds, 21.5, 54%. Jrue Holiday, points rebounds, 20.5. They're like 54% there. Devin Booker, points rebounds, 34.5, 54%. Brandon Ingram, free throws, 2.5, 54%. Jordan Poole, 13.5 points, just under 54%. We're going to switch to PrizePicks. I'm going to do this a little bit quicker at the end here because there's a lot of juice I want you guys to maybe be able to capitalize on. So go back, clear all. We're going to go to NBA only. You guys can see all of the options here. And if you're really just wanting to get crazy, sometimes you can leave all of those on, make a mixer, and just take the absolute best plays from all sorts of stuff that you don't even get into. League of Legends, like CS2, like I don't know about that stuff, but the optimizer will do the work for me. All right, just waiting for this. There we go. All right, so PrizePicks. All right, so we're gonna go to just overs. All right, DeAndre Ayton, first quarter points, 55% to go over the 3.5. Yeah, just a couple of dunks, and that matchup is pretty solid against Memphis. Karl Anthony Towns, points, rebounds, 33.5, 55%. A lot of juice on PrizePicks too. DeAndre Hunter plus Scotty Barnes, points combo, 34.5, 50, just under 55%. Derek White, another points combo with Quentin Grimes, over 6 3-pointers made, just under 55%. Ayton and Jaren Jackson Jr., 35.5 points combo, just under 55%. Zubats and Zion Williamson, rebounds over 16.5. We talked about how Zion, last time they matched up, I think he had 10 rebounds and 12 assists. So yeah, maybe that's a matchup thing, and he'll, 16.5. Zubats could get that alone. We've seen him do it, just under 55%. And then we got Donovan Mitchell and Emmanuel Quickly, 3-point combo, 5.5. Yeah, they're loving these combos right now. Jamal Murray, 3.5 rebounds, 54.40%. Jay Huff, 7.5 points plus assists, 54%. We got Scotty Barnes assists, 4 over 4. Yeah, it's at 4 on PrizePicks, and you can look at all these other platforms. Most of them are at 4.5, so you are getting it cheaper on PrizePicks as well. Jamal Murray, points, rebounds, 25.5, 54%. Trey Murphy, points, rebounds, 20.5. And then they like this Zubats Missy, 17 rebounds to hit as well, 54%. I'm going to post the rest of these in our Discord. That's another thing in the Discord. When I can, I'll try to do I'll make 4 screenshots of all of them at the beginning of the day, just so everyone can jump on this as well. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you tuning into the show. Don't forget, if you're new, make sure you subscribe. And yeah, if you guys want faster notifications, like the video. It's a thing that YouTube added a year ago, where it's not just enough to hit the bell anymore. They send you your notifications faster based on how much you interact with the channel. So, and it also helps me out a lot. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm trying to make sure I didn't forget anything. I think we're good to go. I hope you guys have a happy Halloween. Be safe, whatever you're doing. If you're taking your kids trick-or-treating, or if you're going trick-or-treating, or if you're going to a Halloween party, just stay safe, look out for each other. And yeah, I will maybe catch you guys tonight for the NFL video. All right, guys, have a good one. I'll catch you in the next one.